Well, let's move to the testimony from our witnesses. Witnesses will have 5 minutes. We have your prepared remarks. They'll be included in the record. You'll have 5 minutes basically to summarize your testimony. The timer begins with the green light, goes on. 1 minute time remaining is the yellow light, and the red light means I've got to interrupt you if you're still talking. So I apologize for that up front. But we're trying to get to everybody and allow for good questions to hopefully get to some good policy. Well, the first witness today will be Ms. Christine Chin Ryan. She is president and founder of Synergy Consulting Incorporated, located in Portland, Oregon. She's also the first woman and Asian American to serve as chairperson of the Governor's Small Business Council. She's here to testify on behalf of the Oregon Small Business for Responsible Leadership Group. It's a nonpartisan advocacy organization committed to the creation, promotion, and preservation of small business in Oregon. She's a good friend and a good friend to small business. Ms. Ryan. Push the button there, Christine.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Chair Schrader and members of the committee. For the record, I'm Christine Chin Ryan, and I have been a small business owner since 1988. First, I want to give you some statistics on small businesses in Oregon. Small businesses definition is 100 employees or less, and account for 51% of the private sector employees in Oregon. 98% of the approximately 112,203 employer firms in Oregon are small businesses. The 20 to 49 size class provides the largest number of small business jobs, around 203,339. The source is the Oregon Employment Department for the Oregon Economic and Development Department. The main issues addressed in the written testimony that affect small business owners are the complexity of the tax code, the true cost of Social Security, and the AMT. Most small business owners need to hire a tax professional because of the complexity of the tax code. The time spent on keeping records to make sure they are in compliance with the law is extremely time-consuming for small businesses and takes away from their day-to-day operations. I spent approximately $10,000 to $15,000 a year for my CPA and bookkeeper services. This money can be spent on capital costs towards hiring a part-time employee. The tax code is written in Congress. The regulations are written by IRS, and the tax court cases memorandum interprets the law. This has contributed to the complexity. In addition, the IRS generated revenue procedures, revenue rulings, circulars, and on. Originally, some forms were only 2 to 3 pages, example Form 990 and 5500. Now there are 9 to 11 pages plus schedules. Originally, the tax rates were high and the code was simpler. The government needs money to operate. When the tax rates were lowered, then the amount of money the government got was less. In order to increase tax revenues, the government put in rules to limit the deductions, thereby increasing taxable income and tax revenues and adding to complexity. As a result, the past 3 to 4 decades, the complexity of the code rules have been compounded. I have 2 examples in my written testimony that I will not go through because of time limitations. The next one is in the written is the true cost of Social Security. The true cost of Social Security also adds to complexity. Currently, sole proprietorships automatically have to pay 15% of income up to $100,000 into Social Security and Medicare before any itemized deductions, and then pay tax on that income again at the regular tax rate. Why does this affect small businesses? 15.3% is a significant percentage to operating capital. The income is taxed again, and this takes away from the small business owner ability to plan for retirement. Another issue is the alternative minimum tax, AMT, which adds another level of complexity. The AMT was originally established to ensure that wealthy individuals paid enough taxes. However, it has not been indexed to inflation. Many individuals fall into AMT. This is due to the adjustments for taxes excess medical deductions, and miscellaneous itemized deductions, which included deduction for unreimbursed business expenses. Another example, not in my written testimony, that Chairman Schrader mentioned is the home office deduction. Standardizing home office deduction would be huge for small businesses. Currently, our home office deductions are complex. It depends on the square footage you use in your home for your business, and that percentage is used to calculate other expenses. So it will make it a lot easier for home business, so thank you, Chairman Schrader, for doing this. This testimony was not intended to be a how much we know about the tax code, as written in my written testimony, but to identify the complexity and frustration for small business owners. It has become apparent to us that most businesses, large and small, recognize their civic responsibility and are willing to pay their fair share for their business footprint. I would like to underscore the word fair, as a fair tax code assures participation rather than encourages searching for intricate ways to pay as little as the law allows. Thank you.